I've missed you so much.
You don't look like my grandma.
I'm so lonely. See, I can come in.
The next day, when the drunk man sobered up, he found his neighbors gathered at his doorstep. Before he could ask what was happening, the sheriff slapped him across the face. It turned out the sheriff had warned countless times that families with children must nail their windows shut, as children were most susceptible to temptation. But the man had taken his chances and never followed through, which led to last night's tragedy. Once someone died in the small town, new people would inevitably stumble in, and their safety would be compromised. Sure enough, on the day of the funeral, an RV pulled up. The sheriff immediately signaled everyone not to engage while he approached to assess the situation. After learning that Nick and his family were lost, the sheriff pointed ahead. Nick quickly drove off, but strangely, no matter which way he drove, they couldn't leave the town. Watching them drive in circles, the sheriff seemed to have expected this. However, an accident occurred while Nick was driving in circles. The RV flipped into the woods, trapping the family of 4 inside. Nick was pinned in the driver's seat by tree branches. His wife was unconscious, her condition unknown. Fortunately, their daughter was unharmed, but their young son was in serious trouble, with a tree branch piercing through his thigh. Meanwhile, the sheriff was still preparing roadblocks, but Nick's family hadn't returned. With nightfall approaching, the sheriff had no choice but to lead a search party. Upon finding the family trapped in the vehicle, the sheriff immediately began rescue efforts. 3 people were quickly extracted, but the young son remained inside. Due to his bleeding wound, the sheriff couldn't simply pull him out and had to treat him inside the vehicle. With only 40 minutes until dark and treatment requiring at least an hour, the sheriff had no choice but to stay overnight. He sent his men away with the others. As darkness fell, the sheriff looked at the talisman stone in his hand, his only hope now. He hung the stone on the RV, which puzzled Nick, but the sheriff didn't explain immediately. Only after sealing all the gaps in the RV did he tell Nick what was about to happen. Just then, the young son began convulsing. A growling sound echoed from the surroundings. When the sheriff looked out the window, he saw that the creatures had already crept close.